Okay, so I am going to be doing a demonstration on how to make a chain. I got the Ktel Knitter vintage tool. They came out with this in the 60s, and there's still some online, made in the USA, obvious. And they also have another one that's similar to this called the Easy Looper, but this was patented back in the 60s by Mrs. Gruber, and so that was the first patent. And I shared a video yesterday sharing this, and I hope you looked in the description at that old commercial from the 70s. Oh my goodness, I enjoyed that commercial, watching commercials from the 70s. So when that product first came out, see the original commercial on that? Anyways, it's available on my last video in the description. I put that original commercial with this. Okay, and so I'm going to do a demonstration just how to do the chain. So here is a stopper, and basically what that does is, depending on the position of this, it's probably about right at a ½ an inch, maybe a little bit more, and the lower that this will be, the looser your stitch. The closer up, the tighter your stitch. So maybe keep it not too tight when you're first working it, you know, learning how to use this. So basically you come at the bottom, you're going to thread it right there, and you're going to go up, and you're going to push it through this needle here. I might just want to twist that. I don't have a needle threader, but it's not necessary. You can use one, but these needles come in different sizes also. Okay, then I'm going to create my slip knot. The way I create my slip knot is I just make a ribbon, go over, and then under. Ta-da! Okay, so there's that. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to take this, but this is where you determine the tightness of your stitch right here. So I have maybe about the same distance from here, maybe a little bit more, but this is where you want to be. This is where when you pull out after you loop over, that's going to be your consistency in your, actually, I'm close. I don't want that big of a slip knot on. Definitely don't want that big of a slip knot. Okay, pull that down. Start with a reasonable slip knot. Okay, so here we go. Make sure that you keep this to where I've got it turned. There. Now see, this is facing this way, this needle's facing this way. So you're just going to take this loop right here with about ½ an inch to an inch, whatever your preference is, but just as long as it's the same for each one. And you're going to go over, and then you're going to grab this one on the left and pull up. Ta-da! Your first chain. And make sure this is the same amount again. Go down and then pull up on the left string, this one here. It's that simple. Same amount, go back down, same amount, go back down, same amount, go back down, pull on this side, same amount, go back down, same amount, go back down, and that's your chain. That's how you do a chain. I'm going to do a few more. Up, down, up. It's that simple, guys, ladies. Ta-da! Your first chain, which has got a pretty, not too loose, not too tight. Not too loose, not too tight. Ta-da! And that's all I'm going to show in this particular video. And then the next one, I'm going to show how you do rows and how you turn. And then the fun part is where you can literally, once you get a row, just to demonstrate, the really cool thing about this item is you cut in between the rows. you can cut in between the rows. Let's say you want to make a buttonhole or a neck hole or an armhole or whatever hole. You just cut in between the rows of stitches, and you pull the little straggles out of the thread, and it won't unravel. What coolness is that? Yeah. So stay tuned for part 2. And clue word is going to be chain. First chain with the Ktel knitter. Thank you all for tuning in. I hope you have a blessed day, and I will be back soon.